Welcome you to this broadcast of KDR News. Now the detail. Bishop Samuel Kahuma has bid farewell to thousands of his flock from St. Paul's Church Parish in Kahuma, urging them to remain united and work towards development. Bishop Kahuma became the fifth bishop of the Diocese of Bunyoro-Kitara after succeeding retired Bishop, the Right Reverend Nathan Chamanyo. During his farewell over the weekend, Bishop Kahuma urged the faithful who pray at Imparo Church of Uganda to devote more energy to serving the church. Kahuma also encouraged the faithful to collaborate with Reverend Canon Jacob Ateirueho, the incoming bishop, in their physical and spiritual development. During the ceremony, Bishop Kahuma confirmed 35 children and youth and prayed for peace, and also commissioned several church projects at the parish. As the day for the enthronement ceremony draws closer, Bishop Kahuma disclosed that they are still hunting for approximately 300 million shillings. Reverend Deo Asiimwe, the parish priest for Imparo Church of Uganda, says that they had finished the construction of the parish house, which is being rented out, and it boosts the income of the church. Reverend Canon Jacob Ateirueho will be consecrated and enthroned as the 6th bishop of the diocese on 11th of next month at St. Peter's Cathedral in Hoima City. Away from that, police have announced they will release thousands of unclaimed motorcycles impounded in various operations across the country. Traffic Police spokesperson Michael Kananura has told journalists today morning that all borders and motorcycles impounded over minor offences will be released, provided owners go to claim them at different police stations across the country. Police have in the past years carried out operations targeting mostly borders. The operations have targeted those riding without licenses, reflector jackets, and helmets as one of the ways to enforce discipline and reduce accidents on Ugandan roads. The Traffic Police spokesperson says that many of the motorcycles currently stuck at the police stations are those with minor offences like not having permits, helmets, and reflector jackets. Kananura, however, notes that in order to reclaim them, owners will on top of providing and proving ownership, have to pay for express penalty tickets before taking them. He adds that motorcycles involved in offences like robbery, murder, and accidents will not be released, as these are pending investigations or their cases are still in court. Putting that story aside and over to Bundibugyo District, security authorities in Bundibugyo District have relocated the venue of the National Unity Platform President Robert Kyagulanyi Center Mwalaya's Bobby Wine's mobilization rally, originally scheduled for Boma Grounds in Bundibugyo town today. The move aims to minimize disruption to local businesses and residents. Kyagulanyi and his team was cleared by security in Kampala to resume party mobilization rallies under strict guidelines and will commence activities in Bundibugyo district today. Acting Police Commander of Bundibugyo, Rogers Mangeni, explains that after the security committee meeting with the NUP leaders in the district, they opted to relocate the venue. They have relocated the rally to Kirumia Catholic Church Playground in Mtotoro Sub-County for better coordination. Kirumia Catholic Church Playground is situated in the Fatpoto Bundibugyo Road, approximately 5 kilometers from Bundibugyo town. In contrast, Boma Grounds are adjacent to Bundibugyo District local government offices. However, Geoffrey Wambale, the Bundibugyo NUP chairperson, has expressed frustration over security restrictions hindering local parties' activities. During his visit, Kyagulanyi will inaugurate the new NUP district offices near the National Resistance Movement Party offices, but in separate buildings across the streets. Now, over to Mubende District, Deputy Speaker of Parliament Thomas Tayebwa has asked Ugandans to stop abusing President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni over the corruption tendencies of legislators. Tayebwa, who was speaking at the 40th year celebration ceremony of Skad Hat Seminary in Mubende district over the weekend, urged the people to instead report corrupt officials to help the government fight the vice. Tayebwa also says that it is embarrassing that all members of parliament are considered corrupt, yet some are so holy and grew up from good families. The function was also attended by the Buganda's Minister for Local Government, Joseph Kawuki, who expressed worry over moral decay in the country and urged the parents to revamp their role of proper parenting. Hope Grania Nakaziwa, the woman member of parliament for Mubende district, says that as parliament, they are not going to stop fighting corruption. Bishop Anthony Zwa, who led the celebration mass, encourages school owners to embrace seminary norms. At the event, Tayebwa contributed 40 million shillings to support the school. Now, the Deputy Speaker of Parliament, Thomas Tayebwa, has joined leaders around the world in condemning the assassination attempt of the former President of the United States, Donald Trump, on Saturday, and has expressed concern for him. The Republican presidential candidate was at a rally in Pennsylvania when shots were fired and he was injured in the right ear. On his X handle, Tayebwa has thanked God for the swift reaction of the security services, who saved the situation and the unity shown by the American people. The FBI has named 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, who was also killed at the scene as the man suspected of carrying out the gun attack. U.S. President Joe Biden, Trump's political opponent, has called the attack sick, saying that there is no place for such kind of violence in America.
You are still listening to KDR News Broadcast. This is the news on the international scene.
Welcome back. Now, for the news on the international scene, Rwanda. Rwandans have begun voting in the country's presidential and legislative elections, which are poised to extend longtime leader Paul Kagame's tenure for other 5 years. Polling stations opened today morning at around 7 a.m. across the East African country, where more than 9 million people are registered to participate. Kagame, who has been Rwanda's leader for the last over 20 years, is almost certain to retain the presidency, facing only two challenges after Rwandan courts banned his most challenging opponents. The outlook mirrors that the last election in 2017, when Kagame dominated his rivals with close to 99% of the vote. Frank Habineza, the leader of the Rwanda's Democratic Green Party, and the independent Philippe Mpayimana are the only two candidates approved to run for the presidency against Kagame out of 8 applicants. Rwandan courts rejected appeals from prominent opposition figures, including Bernard Ntaganda and Victoria Ngabire, who remove previous convictions that have effectively disqualified them from the race. The National Electoral Commission also barred the high-profile Kagame critic Diane Rwigara, citing issues of her paperwork the second time she was barred from running. Dear listener, it is 10 minutes past 1 p.m. As I wind up the newscast, a quick look on the top stories once more. Bishop Kahuma bids farewell to Hoima Christians. Police to release thousands of unclimbed motorcycles impounded across the country. Security shifts Bobby Wine's Bundibugi rally venue amid concerns, and Rwanda's Kagame eyes for storm as voters head to the polls. That's it. My name is Deo Asiimwe. I wish you the best of your lunch. It is a Monday, a happy week, as well as please don't forget to follow us on our social media handles. On YouTube, we are at Karguza Development Radio. On TikTok, KDR FM. On X, at KDR FM. And on Facebook, 100.3 KDR FM official, as well as on TikTok. Good afternoon.